you are missing out on some of the very best deals in your area because the sellers don't even know you exist. And in this episode of the Property Magic podcast, I'm going to share with you how you can overcome this very common problem by giving you 3 very simple steps you can do so that sellers are aware of you and also potential investors who could fund your deals are also aware of you. So listen carefully, take great notes as I share with you these 3 very simple things you can do. Now, the problem here is that most people, especially when they're new, they don't like telling people that they're investing in property. And that's for a number of reasons. First of all, maybe they're worried about the connotation and the image that property investors have. After all, property investors are an easy target for the media and tenants to slam. Oh, they're all terrible people. Well, actually, we're providing much needed accommodation for people who can't afford to buy their own home or don't want to have their own home. And if there weren't private landlords, there'd be an even worse housing crisis than there is right now. So we are providing a good service. Now, there are some good landlords and there are some bad landlords, but you can decide exactly what type of landlord you want to be. And if you're like me, I want to provide good quality accommodation for people who want to stay in my property long term. So I think you should be proud of that. You're offering a service. The other reason people don't like saying what they're doing is, I've said I want to get into property, I want to replace my income, but I've tried things before, and what if it doesn't work? I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want people saying, oh, you're trying something again, it hasn't worked again. So maybe I should just keep it quiet and not let people know what I'm doing, and then when I'm successful, I'll tell people about it. And I understand that concern, but one of the things I learned many, many years ago when I first started investing in my personal development, my education from Tony Robbins was that what other people think about you is none of your business. Sometimes when people are negative, it's not because they've got a problem with what you're doing. Often it's because they wouldn't have the guts, the determination to do what you're trying to do. So don't worry about what other people think. And finally, people worry about, well, what about people at work? I can't really say I've got this other business. And I understand that. And of course, when you're at work, you shouldn't be doing work on your business. But I think it's okay for most people to do things before work, at your lunch break, and even after work and weekends, of course. You can absolutely do a business part-time in addition to all the other things you do in your life. So the first step you can do to overcome this, to make sure that sellers in your local market know that you are someone who could potentially buy their property and solve their problem, is to tell everyone what you do. And by that, I mean, you should be on your social media, telling people that you help people who need to sell their properties quickly and help investors get a better return on their money. That is the consistent message you should be putting out there. So that's the first thing you need to do. Be proud that you're a property investor. Tell people what you're doing, share it on social media, and you'll start attracting people to you. The second thing you need to do is you need to be going to your local property investor network meetings. There are 40 plus meetings all around the country. There's bound to be one close to where you live. So in the description below this video, there's going to be a link to Property Investors Network. And you can go on that website and you can book your local Property Investor Network meeting. If you've never been before, you go and select your local meeting, scroll down to the bottom page where you normally pay £25 to attend a meeting, and click where it says pay with a voucher code, and then use the word podcast. When you fill in your personal details, it will bypass the payment page for your first time and let you come to your very first Property Investor Network meeting for free as our guest to come and check it out for yourself to see what you've been missing. Now, why should you go to events like this? Well, first of all, you want to connect to network and get around other like-minded people who are also interested in property. The more successful you become, the fewer people around you naturally will understand what you're doing, and it might feel a bit isolated. So you want to get like-minded people around you. You can also be inspired by other people in your area to learn what they are doing and how they are becoming successful. They're often ahead of you. You can learn what they've done, learn from their success, and also learn from their mistakes. But also, importantly, now more and more landlords who are looking to sell up, they might have been in property for 20 years, they're looking to retire because of Renters' Rights Act, because of Section 24, all these things, which means it's not as good for them as it used to be. They often come to network meetings looking for people like you who are new to property, who might want to take on some of their properties. So get to your local network meetings, turn up early, leave late, go regularly, become a known face at those meetings, and speak to the people who are coming because they might well be landlords looking to sell properties. If you're not going to those meetings, other people just like you are going and getting those deals. So don't miss out on the opportunity of meeting landlords who you can work with to find an ethical win-win solution. And finally, the third thing, and this is a bit of an extension of number 2, is when you go to networking events, whether it's a property event or a business event, make sure if you have the opportunity to stand up and say who you are and what you do, I would suggest you practice a 20-second elevator pitch. So if someone says, "Hi, what do you do?" You're not umming and ahhing, "Oh, I'm in property," because, well, what the hell does that mean? I'm in property. You should be telling people, "I help people who need to sell their properties quickly and help investors get a great return on their money. Do you know anyone who might be interested in either of those?" And that's kind of a sample introduction. But you want to tell people who you are, what you do. If you've been in property a while, or you've got some other credibility you can borrow, such as you've been a business owner or you're a professional, bring that into that 20-second, because that 20-second is the opportunity for you to maybe let everyone in that room know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. If you just rely on speaking, networking, you're not going to connect to meet everyone in the meeting. But standing up and using that 20-second can be a really powerful way of you doing exactly that. So don't leave it to chance. Don't think, "I'm just going to wing it." Work out what do you want to say, practice it in advance. So you're not thinking about what to say, you can focus on how you're saying it and coming across with the very best first impression. So I would highly recommend, there are 3 things you need to do. You need to raise your profile by getting on social media, telling everyone what you're doing. You need to get to your local network meeting where you might meet people who actually want to sell properties or want to invest, but they don't have the time, energy, or knowledge to do it themselves. You could help them. And finally, make sure you seize the opportunity of standing up, saying who you are and how you can help people, and practice that so you come across very professional. This reminds me, I went to an event, a large multi-speaker event at the NEC in Birmingham just before COVID, and Grant Cardone, who's a very well-known American investor, he teaches people about sales and property, etc. He has a big investment company called Cardone Capital, and his entire 40-minute presentation was about one key message. That was, if you want to be successful in life, you need to be known. There's no point if you're the best property investor in the world, but no one knows you. Don't be the world's best kept secret. You want everyone to know what you do. And his 40-minute presentation was, you must be known. And his example was that he started posting on social media back in about 2009. And he shared that in the year before this presentation, he had raised $300 million just from people who are on his social media who follow him. No brokers, $300 million for Cardone Capital. Now, I'm not suggesting you're going to go and raise that kind of money, but guess what? We have had our students who've got into social media. They've done what we've said. They've raised their profile. They've explained their education. They've shared their property journey. And they have successfully raised hundreds of thousands of pounds from people who are their followers, people who connected with, who never even knew they were involved in property. But when they saw they were in property and getting results, they wanted a piece of the action, they wanted to get a better return on their money, they wanted to sell their properties. So by raising your profile, you will attract people to you who will make you far more successful in your property business. Maybe it's stating the obvious, maybe it's common sense, but it's amazing how uncommon common sense is. I promise you, if you raise your profile, you will be more successful, not just in property, but in business and also in life. So get out your own way, overcome your fear, get out there, start telling people what you're doing, be confident, be proud that you're a property investor, providing good quality accommodation for people, and just see what happens. Come and comment below this video. I'd love you to like this. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified anytime one of these videos comes out. A podcast comes out every single Tuesday. I do hope you're enjoying it, listening to it, and getting some value from it. Now make sure you book for your local PIN meeting. And if you've never been before, remember to use the voucher code, the word podcast, to come along completely free to your very first meeting to find out what you've been missing out on. Until next time, I encourage you to invest with knowledge, invest with skill.